formative child development, and then talking about times when stress may lead to a departure from what's normal for kids, so that you all can reflect and sort of look for those warning signs that your children may be overwhelmed with stress and may need some additional support, or that you as a parent may need more guidance. I'm going to talk about these differences sort of in clusters by age, because there are big differences in sort of the developmental tasks that children from different ages face. I'll preface that by saying there are far more differences within these age groups than there are across them. Every kid is different. No one knows your child better than you do. And so you'll sort of be able to recognize and understand what feels off for your child. To sort of start, does anyone in here have a child under the age of 6? Okay, great. So it's very normal for kids in this age range to be really dependent on their caregivers. There's a reason we don't leave 2-year-olds home alone. There's a reason we don't let 4-year-olds make their own grilled cheese sandwiches, because it is very normal for them to need a lot from their parents. A response to stress that is sort of linked to this high dependability that children have on their parents is something called regression. So regression is when, because of stress, a child regresses their last developmental milestone. So kids in this age range may have recently mastered sleeping through the night without having bathroom accidents in their bed. When they experience an acute stress, they may regress in that they're no longer able to do that. That's a pretty normal response to stress. And with support and with understanding, children are able to make up those milestones in a way that is typically not having a lasting negative impact on their development. It can be really hard for parents to cope with, depending particularly on what that last milestone was. So with really young kids, if your child was sort of able to totter around and now is going back to crawling, that may not negatively impact you as a parent as much as bedwetting or losing the ability to verbally communicate.